It's always difficult to make a two-time zone road trip and play in an environment like you're going to face at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. Why do you feel like your team's mature enough to handle it?
They're ready to play, man. I think when you're focused on a game, when you have a goal, there's nothing that can stop you. And I think it's easy to get caught up in a lot of this stuff of saying, oh, this is going to have an effect, but it really doesn't. These guys are excited, whether we came here and we just barely landed straight from the plane or we got here 3 days ago. These guys are ready to roll. Our process doesn't change. We still get the plays, repped and executed that we need to. We have the meetings we need to have. I think these guys are ready to roll.
What did an extra week of preparation do to help you specifically prepare for ECU?
These guys are really complex defensively. They do a lot of good. They do a great job game planning, week by week, saying these are the tendencies, and we're going to build a game plan around that. So they've done a great job with that. So it's allowed us to self-scout. What are the things we did towards the end of the year last year? What are the things we've done in the first two games, whether it's personnel, formationally, that are maybe tipping them off a little bit, and how can we protect those tendencies? And then just being able to also capitalize on what we've done really well, what Bear does well after two games, some of the stuff we haven't been able to show. So it's just we haven't felt that crunch that you normally feel in a week, and hopefully that's able to show up today.
How would you assess what the passing game has looked like through two games for BYU?
Yeah, it's been barren, man. And I think that's just the way it's supposed to be up to this point. That first game was kind of an outlier. Second game, the way things went, we had to get in the flow of things, and so I think this can be a game where we're really able to open it up. Bear feels a lot more comfortable. We lost a guy like JoJo, but we still have a lot of targets out there for the ball to go around to. So, we'll see. I think there's plenty of passes and plays to be made. It's just going to be a matter of the flow of the game and if A-Rod, if they feel right calling those. And I'm confident in all those passes.
With JoJo Phillips out for the foreseeable future, as you mentioned, how do you feel like Cody Hagan is stepping up in his now starter role?
Great, man. He's been ready for a while now. And I mentioned earlier he could have started any game the last half of last year and any game this year. And so I'm super excited for him to get his opportunity. I think he's going to respond to the challenge and make a lot of plays today.
When you are addressing a unique defense like you mentioned with ECU, sometimes teams have a tendency to overthink things. Why do you feel like your offense is in a good balance of how all of that goes?
Yeah, we feel most of our plays, with all the variation they do, most have a quick answer, rather than just kind of hang back there and if we need to take a shot, then we've got to be really strategic in our protection and make sure it's going to be protected against a certain look that they do where it can be catastrophic. And sometimes feast or famine defense, some offenses counter that with feast or famine offense. But I feel we've been able to put ourselves in a position in these calls where Bear's protected, but we're also able to not just dink and dunk the whole time. We can still take, strategic shots.
Bear Bachmeier is a guy who's also having an increased role. He's your starting punt returner, and he obviously wants to get more involved in the pass game. So what do you see evolving for Tiger's role on this team?
Yeah, I mean, we can play anywhere from 60 to 85 plays this game, and for Chase, Parker, and Cody to play the whole time it's not accurate to say that. Tiger's going to play a ton. He was already going to play a lot before JoJo went down, but with JoJo going down, his roles, his reps are going to continually increase. So I think we'll see a lot of him today. We'll see what the production amounts to at the end, but he's going to be in a lot of positions where he's going to have to make plays for us.
You mentioned Bear Bachmeier feels a lot more comfortable. What specifically are indicators of that to you?
I think just the natural chemistry. He's not. He knows where he's going. He's just letting it go. Sometimes there's this little hesitation you can naturally have. That's coming with chemistry with the guys who he's throwing to, and it's just come with more time in this offense. And so he's got an unbelievable swagger that I wish I had at my age.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, Coach. The swagger is still there. It may manifest itself in different ways, no?
Thank you. I feel better.
You're a good liar, my friend. Hey, I appreciate the time. Good luck today against ECU.
Thanks. Always good, Spence.